What's good, Bass Drop Militia? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a great sweet potato pie. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. All right, guys, Bass Drop Keys here. I'm your friendly neighborhood Negro, and we're back with another video. So today we're doing a Good Eats 420 video. I'm going to show you how to make a Southern style sweet potato pie. Now, you guys know I'm from Georgia. I don't know how to do sweet potato pies on the West Coast or up north or what have you, but I'm going to show you how to do a Southern style sweet potato pie. As you guys know, everything that we do in the Good Eats 420 playlist series is medicated, but if you don't want to, you definitely don't have to. So let's go ahead and get into the recipe right now. Oh yeah, before I forget, if you want to know the ingredients of all the ingredients that we're putting in, all the measurements that I put in, make sure you hit that link in the description. It's going to take you over to the Good Eats 420 blog, goodeats420.com. So much love. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into the recipe right now. All right, so the first thing that we did is I preheated the oven at 425 degrees. You want to wash your sweet potatoes by rinsing them with water. Now we're using 4 sweet potatoes right here, or 2 pounds. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a fork after you wash them, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna puncture holes in the sweet potatoes all around the sweet potato, right? So you wanna puncture holes with a fork, and then what we do is we're gonna wrap them in aluminum foil, and we're gonna place them in this baking dish that you see right here. Now, there's been some recipes that tell you to puncture the sweet potato, then place them inside the oven right on the rack. Do not do that, because when the juices come out of the sweet potato, it's gonna go all over your oven, make a big mess, and you don't want that. You don't want that. You wanna wrap them up with aluminum foil and go ahead and put them inside of a dish, and then we're gonna put them in the oven for an hour. You're gonna bake these for an hour at 425, okay? Once you do that, you're gonna take them out of the oven and you're gonna let them cool for 20 to 25 minutes. If you start handling them right away, they are steaming hot. They're really, really hot. So what you wanna do is let them cool for 20, 25 minutes. When you come back and we're gonna remove the skin, peel the skin. The skin comes off very, very, very easy if you do it this way. You don't even have to rinse them with cold water or anything like that. Once you bake them for an hour, let them cool, open them up, and you just cut them with a knife or just peel the skin off. It comes off very, very easy, no problem. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do after you remove the skin is we're gonna go ahead and put our sweet potatoes into a bowl. You're going to add all the ingredients that I put on the ingredient list into the bowl. Remember, if you want to see all the ingredients and the exact measurements, make sure you click the link in the description. It's going to give you everything. Now, the recipe that I'm giving you is for 2 pies. Obviously, if you want to do 1 pie, you just cut it in half. But we're adding butter. You can use canned butter if you want to. This is regular butter. We're using sugar. You can use canned sugar if you want to. This is regular sugar. We're using brown sugar, evaporated milk, eggs, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla extract. And the way that I'm medicating this is with using some canna oil. But once again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you want to make a regular, awesome sweet potato pie, just don't put the oil in there. Use the exact measurements that I'm using, and you'll have a fantastic pie. The last thing that we did put a pinch of canna salt in here. Once again, if you don't want to medicate it, just put a pinch of regular salt. So once you have everything into the bowl, we're going to use our hand mixer in order to beat everything in. One thing that I forgot right now to mention was the eggs I did not put in here, because once we get everything mixed together and blended together well, we're going to add in the eggs one at a time. So you put everything on the list inside of the bowl except for the eggs. Mix that together well, and then once that's mixed well and blended up, you go ahead and open the eggs, put those in one at a time, and blend those together and mix it in that way. Okay, so once you do that, we have everything that we need. The one tip that I want to give you that you can do is that whenever you're doing this, if you feel like it's maybe too wet and it needs to be, thickened up a little bit, you can add a 1/4 cup of flour to your mixture, and that will thicken it up some, because we're using 4 sweet potatoes, which you're supposed to be using about 1 pound per pie, so 2 pounds. But sometimes if your potatoes are bigger, then it'll be a little bit too wet. And like I said, just put a 1/4 cup of flour inside your mixture if you need to, and that will thicken it up. So once you have that done, everything mixed together well, let's go ahead and put it inside of our pie shells. Now, you can use regular pie shells if you want to. You can use graham cracker pie shells if you want to. You can use sourdough. There's all kind of pie shells that you can use. It's really totally up to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pour this in our pie shells right here. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees for an hour. 350 degrees for an hour. So once you take out your sweet potatoes that we baked beforehand, I like to bake mine rather than boil them, because to me it gives them more flavor. Once you do that, it was at 425. Go ahead and lower it down to 350 so it can start preheating at 350. But we're going to bake this at 350 for 60 minutes or 1 hour, or until your knife, you put it in the center, it comes out clean. It's going to be fine. Now, whenever you take it out, it's going to be puffed up, kind of like a souffle kind of, but don't panic, don't worry, it's fine. When it cools down, it will sink. You let it cool for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're good to go. It's ready to go, no problem. Now, as far as how much THC are actually in my pies right here, I use 1/3 of a cup of canola oil inside of these particular pies. So I know that I put 272 milligrams into the pies. So because I did 2 pies, and each pie is going to be 8 slices, that means that each slice is actually 17 milligrams. I really want them to be like 15 to 20, so that's fine. Each slice is about 17 milligrams of THC. But like I said, you can make this a lot more potent if you want to. When I'm doing mine, I'm not really trying to get faded or off of one particular thing. When you're having a meal, if you want to do every item at a certain amount of milligrams, by the time you have your whole meal, you're thoroughly medicated and everything is great. So guys, I really hope that this video helped you. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure you click on the link in the description. It'll take you right over goodeats420.com. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for everything. Peace. I'm out. Do you dab?